Hey guys, happy Friday. Let's do a quick tarot reading to see what Friday wants to bring us. How's everybody doing? It's not raining here in Washington, so yay. How's everybody doing? What are you guys doing? So what's the percentage of people on Facebook now? Like, are you guys working? What are you guys doing? Just curious. Because I know that a lot of people lost their jobs with the COVID, but I'm just curious what's going on with people. Are you working? Are you not? Are you chilling at home? Are you creating new things? What are you doing? Let's go ahead and clear the space for anybody and everybody that wants to come play. Clear my space, calling upon all angels and energies and Creator, Ascended Masters, Ancestors. Anybody that wants to speak to us today, I'm inviting them to come forward. To be for our highest and best, to have our back, to give us messages that we need to know. And it feels like the yellow deck wants to play with us, so they're in my hands. So let's see what they want to say. Creator, what would you like to speak to us? Okay, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands came out. And also the Hangman. No, excuse me, the Three of Cups, the Three of Coin. The Three of Coin reversed, actually. So the Nine of Wands feels like somebody that's been heavily, they're on guard, they're the wounded warrior, they've been beat up a few times and they're really on guard. They're not the Seven of Wands, who's super defensive. This guy, the Nine of Wands, traditionally is just tired. He's just kind of tired of fighting the fight, you know? Oh, and there's another one that flipped. And so, okay. And so the Three of Coins came out reversed. That talks about not working together with someone or something, not bringing it together in a collaborative effort. And then the last card that was flipped was the Ten of Wands. So it went from the 9 to the 10. So the 9 was the wounded warrior. He's already beat up and he still has a little bit of fight in him. And he's been through a lot of battles. So he's savvy. He knows what to look for. But he's tired. The Nine of Wands is a tired guy that's ready to, he's just barely hanging on. And then all of a sudden, it jumped to the Ten of Wands. So somebody out there is feeling tired and not really wanting to work on something anymore. So the Ten of Wands talks about a heavy burden. So if somebody's really burdened out there, feeling heavy, and it's time to let the burden go. So whatever that is, go ahead and, if that resonates with you, I'm really sorry. I know what it feels like to feel heavily burdened. And it's an invitation to just really ask yourself, what am I hanging on to? And why is this so heavy? What is going on that's so heavy? And is it something that I can let go of? Is it a storyline that's heavy? Or is it a situation that's heavy? What's going on? And then just ask yourself, whoever this resonates with, like, can I let the past go enough to move forward with a new lightness and not bring the past burdens along with me? Would that be okay? To move forward with lightness and joy and at least ease. If not joy, because joy can take a second to finally catch up, but at least some ease. And so the Three of Cups reversed. Wow, there was two threes, the Three of Coin and now is a Three of Cups. So this talks about not celebrating and also not reuniting. There's really an interesting energy. So whoever this applies to, you're not working on something, there's not a collaboration, and there's not going to be a reunion. There's not a celebration happening. And so it looks like there's somebody, what else jumped out was the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is somebody stuck in their mind, having to make a decision. So Spirit, what is the outcome, or what is the advice in this situation? What is this Two of Swords about? What is this decision? And you know, every decision is different. So if this resonates with you, great, but if it doesn't, leave it. So Spirit, what can you tell us about this Two of Swords? What can you tell us about this Two of Swords, please? Hold on. Oh, there was one that flipped. Hold on. Two that flipped. Okay, look what happened. I think that's the only two. Okay, so look, there's a Two of Swords energy. Somebody has to make a decision. And it's talking about coming out of bickering energy. And it's also talking about the Ten of Swords. This is really interesting. It moved from the Five of Swords to the Ten of Swords reversed. 2 to the 5 to the 10. And so there's some heavy swords energy. Somebody's really in their head about something. They're really in their head about something, and they don't want to let something go, and they want to come out of fighting, but they are really, really still in this Two of Swords. They're in the mental realm thinking, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? They're really hanging on to something. They want to come out of this bickering energy, but there's a Ten of Swords here reversed. So something is not quite over. Somebody wants to keep on hanging on to something because they love you. There is love there. There is love there, but it's just you guys aren't coming together on something. You're not working together on something. But there is love there. So what is the advice, Spirit? What is the advice? There's love, but there's no communication. Looks like there's no collaboration. There's no coming together. So what is the advice in this, Spirit? Oh, that wants to pop. Let's just look at it. It wanted to pop. Oh, again, the Empress. So the advice is to be gentle and nurturing. So if you're in odds, that wanted to pop too. The King of Wands reversed. Okay. Hey, Katie girl. So it feels like there's this bickering energy in someone. Someone's stuck in their head. The story for you that just joined, the story on the table right now is that someone is really stuck in their head about a choice. And it hasn't been a very successful or fruitful situation. Like there was the Three of Cups reversed and the Three of Coin reversed. So that means that there's no reunion, no collaboration, no celebration, there's nothing happening. And somebody's really stuck in their head about this with the Two of Swords. They have the Five of Swords energy. They have the Ten of Swords energy reversed. So there's just a lot of bickering and angst, and they're not coming together, but there is love there. There is love there. So the advice card was to be the Empress. And the Empress is the mother card. The Empress is the nurturing card, the gentleness, being patient and gentle and kind to someone. So there's someone out there that's really stuck in their head. Oh, wow. And they're really stuck. Look, the Five of Cups already is out. So somebody is really feeling hurt, regretful. They're just really stuck in the past. They're really stuck in their head about something, and they don't want to communicate. Maybe they're feeling bad about what they did, how they treated you, or the interaction. Something went south. Something went really bad south. And your advice is to be the Empress. And you may also be in this Five of Cups energy. This may have hurt you as well. This may have deeply hurt you. And that's your challenge even, is to, in spite of your heartache and your disappointment in the situation, to try to still be the gentle, beautiful, sacred mother, the Empress energy. Try to be the Empress. That's the advice. Yeah, and this could be a King of Wands, so you could be dealing with a fire sign, or you're a fire sign, but the King of Wands reverse could be like an in and out energy, someone that's not really committed, and they're defensive. Look, they're defensive. So this King of Wands is very defensive about who he is, or because he probably knows. He's defensive about his behavior or the situation that happened. So again, the advice is to be the Empress. You're being called to a higher level of being. And this embodies grace, 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 divine energy, divine feminine. Look, she's at peace. She's doing all that she can to be connected to the earth with unconditional love, support. She's the ultimate mother. So that's the advice for this read. Whoever that resonates with, I wish you blessings, love, and light on that. Yeah, that's a beautiful card, the Empress, and it can be a challenging place to stay in when you're dealing with a situation that was not kind, not fair. So all of that, I'm asking for wisdom, grace, and just all kinds of unconditional love for you, and wisdom and patience and everything that you need to create the most beautiful outcome in that situation. There. All right, so let's see what else the cards want to say. New situation. Let's read and let's do the gold deck, and let's see what they want to say. And let's go ahead and ring the bell. New story. What else does the collective need to know today? Spirit. Gold cards. What would you like to show us, please, and thank you. Let's go ahead and see what the gold cards want to say to us. Oops, they're kind of sticky. There's some resistance. There's some resistance here for this story. There's like a stickiness. So whatever that is, let's go ahead and bring in more ease and grace into this sticky situation, whatever this is. So let's go ahead and see what the collective needs to know from you guys, please, and thank you. One card at a time, please, Spirit. What does the collective need to know today? Oh. Okay, someone's waiting for their ships to come in, the Three of Wands. So they are waiting. They are waiting for their ships. They're waiting for some kind of word. They're waiting on a response. So you or someone else is waiting for someone to respond, or like a job offer or a call back or news about family, finances. Somebody's waiting on something. So what else can we know about this? This one needs to come out. Okay, so wish, this is the wish card. The star reversed is talking about maybe, I don't like to say this, but this is what's coming in my mind. Unrealistic dreams. You're waiting on something. I hate to say unrealistic because I don't believe that, but that's what I heard. So maybe you're feeling like you're waiting on something that's never going to happen. You're waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's just not happening. Those two wanted to pop out. But the world, look, the world, there's a cycle coming to a close. So, and there's also the sun in reverse. So the sun in reverse could also mean like you're waiting on something, but it's almost like you're putting your hopes in the wrong direction, feels like. So whatever this waiting is that you're waiting on, try to not put all your eggs in one basket, is what I'm feeling. Because there's a cycle going to come to a completion. And I don't want you to wind up finding out that you waited in vain for something that, gosh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to have to say that. That doesn't feel good to say, but that's the kind of the energy I'm getting. So please don't put all your eggs in one basket and don't wait forever on something, because it feels like it feels like misguided faith, misguided or misdirected energy, especially with the sun in reverse too. It just feels like something's coming to a close, and you're going to find out that maybe you put your energy or hopes into something that maybe don't put all your eggs in one basket, is what I keep wanting to say. Like, okay, don't put all your eggs in one basket. We know what that means. So, Spirit, what is the advice or the outcome, please, on this situation, please? And it could, just so I want to call out too, there's Aquarius and Leo on the table. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Leo. And that could be a whole different interpretation for you. So, but there's a cycle coming to an end. You're waiting and waiting on something, but a hope is in the future, or it could be at a distance. Could be a distance from you. Two jumped out. Again, the cycle, a wheel. The wheel of fortune is turning. Again, the wheel of fortune is turning, and you have options. So don't put all your eggs in one basket, because you have options. Don't worry so much about that one thing, and don't stop or don't pause your life for this one thing, waiting and waiting, because you have more options, okay? Oh, Katie, will you private message me and tell me how it went on Wednesday, please? If you don't mind, I'd love to hear how it went. Okay, so last card. What's the last card of advice? please and thank you. Unless you want to share it here, that's awesome. It's totally up to you. Okay, so it looks like you still have some, again, options. You're choosing between two options. And look at those pentacles. This could also be the juggler card, but this is a pentacle. And the way this reading has been flowing out, you have options. So please weigh each option carefully and see what wants to happen. Which one feels better when you're thinking about them? Hi, Marla. Which option feels better when you're thinking about it? When you're asking yourself, how would this feel if I do this? Or how would that one feel? Whether it's a person, a situation, whatever it is, just go ahead and ask and take your time as you inspect each one. It's a juggling, but it's also weighing. You're weighing each one, right? You're weighing it out to see which one would feel better. Thank you for the heart. That's so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like that is your advice, is to really weigh each option and don't keep waiting on only one, because there's lots of options out there for you. Just really think about it and see which one resonates with you the best. Okay, let's ring the bell and let's do one more read, okay? One more read, and this time I feel like it's the red deck's turn. The red deck wants to say hello. Please and thank you. What does the collective need to know right now in this point in time? For anybody watching now or in the future, please and thank you. What do they need to know? Please and thank you. What do they need to know? Please and thank you. Or what are the messages for the collective? Please and thank you. What's the most important thing for the collective to know? That wants to pop out. There's a Knight of Rods on the table, fire sign. Oh, okay, there's a Knight of Rods, and then somebody's not going to be single for long, because the single, or he's not single. If you're dealing with a fire sign, he's not single, okay? That's a quick read. If you're dealing with a fire sign, somebody, he's not single, so be careful. Because there's somebody out there with a player energy, and he's presenting as single, but he's not, okay? Okay, so the next card, next read is the Three of Pentacles reversed and the Justice reversed. Okay, so there's some injustice going on. Something's not quite on the up and up. Justice reversed. Something's not quite on the up and up. And there's an inability to work together. There's no collaboration. This came out earlier. The Three of Pentacles came out. One at a time, Spirit, please. One at a time. Okay. And there is the Justice card. Oh, wow. And there's something going on. There's something going on. There's some untruths going on. And there's a lack of collaboration, a lack of teamwork, because there's some untruths going on. There's some cheating and lying, some self-sabotage at least. At the very least, there's some self-sabotage going on. But since the Justice card reverse came out as well with the Seven of Swords, that shows us that there's some deception going on. So if you're in any kind of legal contract, if you're working with people and you notice that things aren't moving forward, that you're noticing that somehow you're not getting any piece of the pie, you know, check for some underhanded business dealings or some untruths. Please double check your contracts, make sure you know what you're signing, because there's some Justice reversed and the Seven of Swords. Check the writing, check the legalese, check there's just untruths or half-truths, and again, or just outright deception. Could also be check your bank account, check all your payment registrations, anywhere you have, oh, this is dialed in, anywhere you have your bank accounts listed on any of your electronic profiles, like Amazon or, I don't know, wherever you shop, wherever you shop, Etsy, Amazon, wherever you shop, I feel like maybe you should take out your bank account information. That's what I'm feeling, because it feels like there's some injustice happening. And that could just be for a very few people, But this is majorly talking about working together with people. Look, it's reversed, working together with people. It's not working because there's an injustice and there's some fraudulent happenings, okay? So check your banking information. I really want to say that again. Check all your bank information, your credit report, check your credit report. Make sure no one is using your name or your social to rack up some sort of crazy bill that you don't know anything about, okay? And actually, you know, that's not a far cry, because right now that's what's happening all over the world. So please, 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 make sure your bank account stuff's clear, your social's clear. Check your credit report. You can do that for free online through Credit Karma and just several agencies. Do that for free. It's good to know what's in your name. And then also the last card again is the Empress. She's a beautiful, loving, kind energy. She's the ultimate mama. Please watch over. Oh, I want to also say will for something. Estate popped in. Want to make sure that your state is in order and that everything is on the up and up. I don't know, it just came in, so I'm going to say it. But anyway, so look at the mama. The mama is your final advice, your final outcome. You just continue to be the beautiful, sacred mother that you are. And even if you're not a woman, you can still have this energy of being sacred and maternal. That means loving and kind and nurturing. You know, the sacred mother and the sacred father, they're like the next level human. They really embody all the kings and the queens. So you can rise up into this situation right here. And she is so beautiful. And look, there's a sign of Venus. She's lovely. So yeah, so watch. I want to say something, so I don't want you to take this wrong, but watch how you interact with people. Watch how you love them. Watch how you interact, and how do you nurture people, and do you allow people to nurture you? I think that's the next equation. The next step is to allow people to nurture you, because you are worth it. You are beautiful. You are the divine feminine. And even if you're a man watching, you have divine feminine qualities, and that's not a wrongness. That's a beauty, that we would be balanced beings. So allow yourself to step into the divine feminine. Allow yourself to receive love and give love from a higher perspective, seeing all people as kindred spirits. You know, set aside the personality and see people at their heart and their soul. See them with the eyes of love, and allow that to really be how you... And I know it can be a challenge, so it can be a challenge, but maybe this is your advice, is to really see people with the eyes of love and be the Empress. Step into being the Empress. And if you need some assistance like with that, you know, think of who the Empress means to you. Like I think of Lady Di, Mother Teresa, you know, all the beautiful feminine icons. Think of Joan of Arc. You know, and being a divine feminine does not mean you're a pushover. It does not mean that. It means that you are balanced and powerful and confident and graceful, all in one, you know. So just reflect on how you can step into being the Empress and watch what happens. Alrighty guys, well I'm going to let you go for now. Thanks for being here with me. Wishing you lots of love and light. And if you need a personal private reading, I'd be honored to read for you. Readings start at $30, and then I also do inner healing work, and we can talk about that if you feel called to do so. Alrighty, blessings guys. Bye. Take care.